Okay, now guys, we are starting the year off from top to bottom. What I mean about that is I'm going to show you how to install everything I use in my game. If you're an OG fan, you know what I'm talking about. Yo, what is good, my beautiful misfits? Welcome back to another tutorial video. Now this video is an update to a previous video I did on how to install clothing mods. Now that video is very basic, so today I'm going to tackle everything from hair, face, caps, shirts, sweaters, jeans, shoes, you mentioned it. I'm going to show you how to install each and every one of those things I mentioned. Now shout out to you guys who've been nagging me to do this, so here it is. Hope it delivers. So without wasting any more time, let's get straight into it. Today we are going to install 2 of Franklin's faces. This is updates to Franklin's faces. Now I have gotten requests to do this, so I thought why not start from the head, and then I'll show you guys how to install the accessories and then the shirts, the pants, all that. But first we're gonna start with the head. So as usual guys, the mod list will be in the description. You guys will have all the things you need. So we're gonna install 3 mods today guys. The first one is Franklin's improved face, this one of course. Second one is Franklin's new face version 4 update. And then what we need to install this is the easy mod folder for single player mods. So we're gonna download all these 3. So we'll start with this one. Just click on current guys, as usual. Now if you don't know what this does, just read the description. It'll help you. It'll help you more guys, trust me. So what we're gonna do is press on current and click on download. As usual guys, I have downloaded this already. Now this guy has so many mods guys. Red has so many mods. Like his clothing mods are actually some of the best clothing mods you could use. So go check Red out guys. Now once you're done with that, you can actually exit. And the next one we're gonna do download is Franklin's new face. Now you're gonna click on current, and once you get to this page, you're gonna click on download. You guys know I've downloaded this already, so we're gonna just exit out of there. And then we're going to this last face. This is actually my favorite face. This is the face I use, plus the one we just, don't ask me how, I just use both of the faces, but this is actually my favorite face of Franklin. So we're gonna look for current. Remember guys, always look for current. Then once it gets here, you click on download, and that's it. Now Bang Bang has nice mods as well guys, so check out Bang Bang 95. He has some pretty dope mods too. So yeah, and once we are done with that, we can actually exit guys. You are done. We can go and install them now. Okay guys, now that you've downloaded everything, we are going to go to your downloads folder or wherever you have downloaded your files. So we have 3 things that we downloaded. We are going to need to extract all of them, so let's call forth the extractor real quick. Now that we're done with that, we can actually delete these, and yeah, we can move that to the side over there. Now we're going to need to open OpenIV and our game file directory. Now for those of you who need to know where to go, if it's in your Steam, you know where your Steam game is. There should be a shortcut by now guys, come on. And if you have Epic Games, I'm not sure where that is, and if you have, just right click, open your game file location if you can, but if you on Steam, you know where to go. So we're gonna open our GTA 5. So now we have our game directory open. We're going to open OpenIV. Now I'm not going to show you guys how to install OpenIV and the works. There's a video on that actually, so go check that out. So now that we've got that open, before we go any further guys, remember to do anything, for anything to work, you have to click on edit mode and then click on yes. That way, whatever you're editing is going to work. You don't have to worry. Okay guys, now that we've got this open, before we move on, this is very important. If you do not have a mods folder or you don't know how to create one, it's simple. It's pretty simple. When you actually install OpenIV and you press on edit mode, this is going to pop up and it's going to be install. So that's another way to get your mods folder. But if you've already done that and you've deleted your mods folder, just go to new, create folder and name it mods. Then once you are done with that, I recommend you do this, guys, to save yourself a lot of hassles. You're going to copy update, x64 and common. Those are important. You're going to copy them and paste them in your mods folder. Don't worry, I have all these because of the graphics mod I have. I installed it and it literally moved all of these to the mods folder. So don't worry about this, guys. But yeah, once you have done that, now we are back to this step. You've done that, right? Okay, good. So now that you've done that, you are going to need to open your mods folder because we have to install easy mod folder. Now for those of you who know me and who have seen my tutorial on clothing mods, you know what easy mod folder is. It's an easy way to install everything player related, from shoes, clothes, hats, jewelry, everything. Instead of going to patch days and Bani and x64v and w, all of it is in here. So this is the first thing we're going to install. So to install that, we need to install it in the DLC packs. Now to do that, you're gonna go over here to your game file directory, mods, update x64 DLC packs. It's gonna stay like that. Now guys, don't mind if your DLC packs don't look like mine. I have things installed in here. As you guys can see, my game won't look like yours, guys, so don't worry. You can install this at any time after you've installed the game config. Before, it doesn't matter. So yeah, once you are here, you're good to go. Now since we are installing a DLC, we're going to need a DLC line, right? So for that, you're gonna come up to OpenIV. Make sure edit mode is on, guys. I cannot stress this enough. So you're going to just follow me, guys. Mods, update RPF, common, data. Now you're gonna go all the way down to DLC list and we're going to have that open. Right click, guys, right click and then click on edit. Don't double click it, guys. It will still open, but it will not see it as an edit. It's gonna see it as you just opened it just to see. So we're gonna go all the way down. Remember, don't worry if you guys don't have these are all cars and stuff. Okay, so now that we're here, we're gonna go on back to our downloads and we're gonna go to easy mod single player. I'm gonna open that up. DLC packs, it actually tells you even where to go. So this is what we're installing. We're just gonna copy this and paste it over here, guys. It's that simple. We're gonna go back and go to the readme and we're gonna go all the way down. Over here you get the DLC line, copy, you can close that, and you come on over here to the edit you've opened, enter and then paste. There we go. Sorry for that, guys, that's my glass, I moved it. Okay, now that we're done with that, we are good to go with that, guys. We can click file and close all archives. Now we don't need this anymore, so we can close that. Can move that here. I'm gonna make this bigger so you guys can see what wagwan here. Okay, we don't need to have this big. So the first thing we're going to install is Franklin's Face 2. Franklin's Face. Now guys, if you open up the instructions, it tells you where to go. You see x64v model blah, blah, blah. So if you just move your update RPF and your x64 in your comment, you won't need to move your x64v. So we won't need to do this, right? But you're going to need to remember the stream pads players RPF. That's where it's going. and player 1 is Franklin. But let me just show you guys. Okay, so we want the blonde, guys. We want the blonde guy, so we're gonna open this guy. So you guys remember what it said? Stream pads players, right? So that's where we're gonna go. So now you guys will just follow this line. You're gonna go to mods, update, x64 DLC packs, and we're gonna look for EMFsingleplayer. There we go. We're gonna double click on that. DLC x64. Now this is where you have to check where you're going to go. Remember what it said? It said stream pads players, not props, players. So we're gonna open up here. Player 1, that's Franklin. See, it's empty, guys. So now all we do is move this here. Now the second you can actually put all of them in here. The medium fade, the high fade, but then one of them might be moved depending on where we can install the other face. That's face 1 done and dusted. That's Franklin's new face. Now the second face we're going to use is the new improved Franklin face. So what we're going to do is double click and go in there. Oh, okay, so since this is A, B, C, this is D, E, we can actually install all of these, guys. So this will give us nice variation of Franklin heads. Pause. But yeah, we're done with that. Now if you're not sure, just double click the readme, and it does tell you stream paired players, RPF player 1. So that's what we just did. And just like that, guys, you are done. You can click on file, close all archives. Just like that, guys, you are done. We can actually close everything. You can click on edit mode to close that, close that. We are done with that. So guys, now let's go look in the game and see if our hard work has paid off.
I'll take one of those.
Okay, I don't know if you guys saw that, but his face is different. Let's just go outside and have a look-see. Let's go outside and just have a look-see. Okay, now I'm going to use the menu. You guys can use simple trainer or whichever one. I just think this is more accurate. Actually, let me use simple trainer. I think if I do that, yes. If I do this, yes, that's better, right? Okay, so we're gonna go to models. No. Huh? Model spawn, yes. And then we're gonna go to close menu. And then if you guys can see there by head, there's 2 options, but you don't pick 2. So now this is face number, I think this is the blonde one. Okay, I need to change his hair. Yeah, okay, this is, yeah. Okay, so I'm guessing this is face number 1. Okay, yeah, this is, oh, this is, okay, we have different. That's number 1, that's number 2. Oh, that's the blonde. And then that's the high top, and then that's the low fade. Then that's face number, that's the improved face we put in. And then this is the fade of the improved face. So we're gonna use this face. Yes. Yes, sir. Blonde Franklin. But yeah, man, that's a really simple mod to install. But then once you add it with the other clothing mods I have, the other shoe mods, all that, which I'm gonna combine all in one, by the way. Yeah, once you have these, you'll be good to go, guys. It's a simple but effective mod. You can roleplay with this guy. Yeah, I know you guys see that my game looks different. There's a few things I added in here, but yeah. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, man. I hope it helps you guys out. I like this blonde Franklin, but you guys can choose. Now, whatever head you download for Franklin, whatever face you want to replace, the installation is always going to be this. If you guys want to install clothes, if you want to install shoes, everything, it goes into the EMF single player, you know. So this is a dope mod to have. It's like the EMF, the one where you can replace vehicles and cars and weapons and such. You can add rims, yeah, but this is for clothing, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, man. This was actually a fun tutorial to make. But yeah, man, till we meet again, it's been your favorite misfit signing out. Peace, love, and munchies. I am out. Booyah shaka. I have no idea where I'm going. Yeah, I knew it. I'm just walking. Just walking. So guys, the first thing you're going to need to install, this so we can move forward without wasting time. We have a lot of mods to download, so you guys just bear with me. We're just gonna quickly run through this and download these mods. Now I've already downloaded these mods. Let me just show you guys. I've already downloaded all these mods, so I'm just gonna show you guys how to download and we'll get straight into it. So what I suggest, before you download anything, always read the description in case you miss something or you need to know something. And whenever you download, it's either you click here, or if you're not sure, just click on current. If you have a lot of options here, current is the latest one you should click on. So we are going to click on current and you just download. Like I said, I've already downloaded this. There's no need to keep doing this. So yeah, the next one we're going to use is the new face for Franklin. Now I've always been using this face and another face, but for this one I'm going to use this face, guys. So remember, you can just click on download and it will take you to the download page. I'm not going to download that because I have it already. We can exit out of that. We can actually exit out of the ones we've done. So the next one we have is caps for dreads and braids. So these are caps you put on if you have braids on your hair. I'm sure a lot of you were looking for these type of caps, you know, where the hair doesn't like come through or anything like that. So you can just go ahead, click on download and click on download. I don't need to, I have this. Now what's nice about, if there's only one thing here, you know it's the current one, so you can just click on download. So we are done with that. Next one is the Adidas warm-up shirt. Now these are the NBA team warm-up shirts. I really like how they sit on Franklin's. Now you're gonna need to download the shirt model for this, and I will show you guys what I mean when we get there. So we're just gonna click on download. You see there are more shirts down here, guys. So actually there's a lot of them. Like these actually don't cut it. These aren't doing it justice. There's so many that 2K modding did. So shout out to him. Gonna click on download, obviously. Next we have the Air Force One off-white pack. These are shoes. See, it's just simple shoes, guys. If you guys want better looking shoes, you can go in here and look for shoes. I'm just showing you guys how to install this, so you don't need to keep wondering how to install caps and shoes and these miscellaneous things. We're gonna click on download and we don't need that, so we can exit. Next one we have is Denim Tears cap with dreads for Franklin. Now these are other kinds of caps for dreads, like they come with dreads. I think they're dope. Look at this, bro. This looks pretty sick. So we're gonna download. Takes you here, you download, and then the next one we have is beanies for Franklin. Like I like how they chilling, guys. Look at this, bro. This looks sick. This looks really sick. So we are gonna click on download. Don't worry, guys, this is pretty easy. Once you're done, you can exit. Now we have caps, Stussy caps, black and pink. It's just 2 caps, guys, but that's all we need for the tutorial. So we can go ahead and download that. Once you're done, you can exit. You can fast forward through this if you know what you're doing. This is for people who don't know what they're doing. So now remember, I told you guys you're gonna need the model for the loose warm-up Adidas shirts I told you about, the NBA warm-up ones. This is the model. Now what I mean by model is, if you have a model, it's going to be what your shirts look like. So no matter what kind of shirt you install in place of this, if the model is a loose shirt, the shirt is gonna fit loosely. I hope that makes sense. You need this, guys. You need this. And download that. Once we are done, we can exit. Now this is another batch of loose shirts by 2K modding wonderful clothing mod. Shout out to you, bro. We are going to download. These are sick, guys, trust me. Now for one of my favorite items on here, I use these a lot. For those who've seen my videos, you guys know, skinny ripped denim jeans. Now it's the alpha. These are done, like these are the best. They are the alpha. Trust me. So we're just gonna click on download. Once we're done with that, the next batch we have is Amiri Sagged jeans, one of the other faves of mine. These are dope. The way they sit, they just be chilling, bro. They just be chilling. Look at that, nice jeans. So we're just gonna click on download. Now the next thing we have is sort of like a two-piece, but it's not just one color. We got a whole host of colors, guys. We've got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 totally different colors, guys. That's top and bottom. That's why I like this pack. It's really nice. So we're just gonna click on download. The next one we have is purple brand jeans pack. These are also sagged. I like them because of the design, like the whole price tag type of design. I'm in love with that. So we can go ahead and download that. I'm sure as I'm doing this, you guys are seeing all these like clothing mods here, but those are for you to delve into. I just picked the simplest and best looking ones, guys. Download that when you're done. And now finally we have the ultimate shoes pack for Franklin. This basically is the models for every kind of shoe you can think of. So I suggest installing this before you install any other shoe, because whatever shoe you install, the model is already in, so you don't have to keep looking for the model, unless it depends if the shoe is not, you know, supported in this pack. So shout out to Polykian. I hope I'm not butchering your name, bro. I hope I'm not butchering your name, but shout out to you, bro. We're gonna download that. This is a pretty big file. It's around 300 megabytes because there's many shoes. So download that, and once it's done downloading, you can head out. That's it. We are done with the downloads for now. Let's go install these suckers. So guys, you open up your downloads folder wherever you downloaded your packs to and your clothing mods to. So now what we need to do is bring out the extract. Let's go, guys. Let's extract these time lapse. Okay, we are done with that. We can go ahead and delete the files we won't need, and we are left with there. So we can go ahead and just move that rather. So what we need to do now, guys, is open our game file directory. So you can go to your game, right click, open file location, move that to the side, let it chill rather. Then we're gonna need to open up our mouse folder, update x64 DLC packs, move that there. Okay, now guys, before we install anything, we need to install the easy mod folder. Remember I told you guys it won't work unless we install this. Let's install that. We're gonna need to open our OpenIV, so let's do that. Go to Windows, and there we go. We can move that to the side and then put it on edit mode. So since we're installing a DLC pack, we're gonna need to go to this specific path. So mods, update RPF, common data. Then we're gonna go down till we find DLC list, and we're gonna edit, right click, edit, always. So now we can leave that there, and then we can go on over to our downloads and double click on that. So you can do this, you can read the readme. I suggest you do if you don't know what you're doing, but for me, I know what I'm doing, so you can just follow me, it won't hurt. So you just click on the mod, DLC packs, easy mod for single player. So what we're gonna do is copy this and paste it into our DLC packs, just like that. We can go back. Now we're gonna open the readme, and then we're gonna look for the DLC list. You see, if you don't want to listen to my boring voice, they tell you what to do here. The installation is quick and simple, see? So we are gonna copy this DLC line here, and we can exit there. Remember, we open this up so we can go all the way to the bottom, enter, and then paste. There we go. We have installed easy mod folder for single player. So now we can exit. Now we can close this because we don't need this anymore, and then we can move this right here. We can close this too, close all archives. Now the next thing we need to install before install anything is the ultimate shoes pack. We don't want to forget that because we're going to install other shoes. So this is an OIV file. If you don't know how to do this, you can just right click, say open with, and if you choose another app, if your OpenIV is not here, you can choose it. but they suggest apps for you, so just remember that. But I don't want to do that, so for safety, if OpenIV is already open, I just drag this over here. Install always in the mods folder, guys. This is why we create a mods folder. You can just delete this folder and start again. Don't have to install your game again. So click install and just wait for it. While we wait for that, we can go back and we can start. We will obviously install them by order, and yeah, so we can close that. Now we're gonna need to go to where our easy mod folder is, because that's where we're installing the clothes. So just follow me, don't panic, guys. It's simple, just follow the steps and you'll be there. So we're gonna go to mods, update, x64 DLC packs, and you look for easy mod folder single player. There we go, DLC pack x64. Now this is where things get interesting, because Steam paid props and Steam paid players are the two things we're going to be using today. So basically, stream paid props is for headgear, like if you want to change the head, if you want to change caps, hair, things like that. It's basically stuff for the head. And then stream paid players is if you want to do accessories, body stuff, like everything that has to do with bodies. That's where it goes. Now if you want to add like tattoos and all that, this is where pads SP overlay textures come in. I don't know what this does, I've never used this, but yeah, we are going to be focusing on these today. So right now we're going to start with purple jeans brand. So we're going to need to open stream pads players RPF, double click. Now there are three things here. There's player 1, 2 and 0. Player 1 is Franklin, player 2 is Trevor, and player 0 is Michael. So if you want to switch up any one of your characters, this is where you come, and it works the same way for the stream paid props. Like if you want to change the head, you see there's player 1. So what we're gonna do is open player 1's stream pads players. Oh my god, I'm butchering these names. But anyways, the folder is empty, as you guys can see. We're gonna go on over to our downloads, purple brand jeans pack. We're gonna double click on that. Now you can check out the screenshots, but I showed you guys these screenshots, right? That's what it's gonna look like. So what we need to do is go into jeans. Now like I said, there's a model. This is what the model looks like. This is the model, so we don't have to worry about the model. Now we're gonna install G and F. Just drag all three and that's it, guys. And then we go out. Nike Techfleece sweatsuit. Since it's the body, we're gonna need the hoodies and the pants, so it also has its model in here. Most of these things that I've shown you have their models in here, so you don't have to go worry about looking for the model of the particular mod. So we've done the hoodies, now we're going to do the pants. There we go. That's it for the Nike Techfleece. Amiri Sagged. Now with these, if you look here, there's AB. We installed, where is it? G and F. So we can install this. We don't need the model because we already installed the model, so we can just put that there. But it's nice that it comes with the model. Next one, we have skinny ripped denim jeans. I love these, so I'm just gonna, there we go. Now if you want to see the textures here, the textures are here if you want to use them for something else. So it's another thing that's dope about this. Okay, we're done with that. Loose shirt. Now don't worry about this, guys, we're just gonna install these. No, but actually let me not install these because they're the same as the Adidas Warmup. So I'm gonna install the loose shirt first. This is how you do it. It's got the model, you see the model, guys. Then just drag everything, give it a second because it's gonna load still. Then we go back. Now I don't know which ones I'm gonna use first, But yeah, let me use the Adidas ones first, so we'll get to those. Actually, I don't know which ones. Yeah, let me use the Adidas warm-ups. Okay, since it's all in a bunch, I'm just gonna drag all of them. There we go. Now the next thing we're gonna do is Stussy caps. Now the caps, we're gonna need to put in stream paired props. Oh my god, these words, bro. But anyways, you're just gonna go to player 1. The folder's empty. You're just gonna take this, and that's it, guys. We go back. And now don't worry about this. You can switch from 1 to 1. 1 to 1. It doesn't matter. So the next thing we're gonna need to put in is beanies. So back to stream paired preps. Okay, there we go. Now this also has its own what do you call this, model. So that's really dope. I did notice that the Stussy caps don't have their model in, but that's fine. I think the in-game will be fine. Okay, denim tears cap for Franklin. This is another head thing. So we have dreads here. Okay, it's an accessory, so it's gonna need to go into stream paired players. Now it should tell you in the readme where it should go. You see? Okay, so that's where everything goes. Is it? Yeah, that's where everything goes, because it's hair now, it's not head. So I'm gonna have to go into player 1, accessories. There we go. Guys, I know it's confusing, but then it tells you where to. That's why readmes are important. So it tells you. So now we're gonna take this hair. It has its own model. So I don't want the backward cap. Do I? Do they have the same model? Oh no, they have 2 different models. So I can actually. There we go. See, that's what's nice. You also just look at the numbers, guys. The numbers will tell you if you can have more than one thing or not. I know it seems confusing now, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty simple. And remember, we're still in stream pairs players, not props players. So we're gonna be out of there. We're going down to the shoes now. Air Force 1. I hope it has. It doesn't have its model, but then the shoes are in. So hopefully the shoes, the model, the ultimate shoe pack. I'm not sure if it has Air Force 1s in it, but we'll see. We've already installed that. Cap for braids for Franklin. This I think goes into the stream paired players. Yes. So if it's hair, guys, it's in stream paired players unless it states otherwise. But just to be safe, guys, always read the readme. It'll give you the installation, because they know that it can get confusing. The modders know that this gets confusing, so hopefully it'll be good. Now we downloaded this Supreme pack. I wanted a pack with a lot of things so I could show you how to install quite a few things. So now we have, okay, unfortunately I have to download a lot of models just for these 4 things. So for the sake of this video, we're gonna skip this. So I'm just gonna move this out the way real quick. Okay, so now we have one more thing to install and we are done, and that's Franklin's face. New improved face. So now that we're here, it does not say P head. If it has P in front of it, then it would belong to P. See, to stream paired props. That's what the P is for. So since it's not P, we can take that. There are 2 different types of faces. There's E and D. If you want to check the difference, guys, always look for the alphabets or the letters. Since we don't have, or the numbers. Since we don't have letters here, we can just, there we go. And that's it, guys. The jewelry I will make a separate video for. Okay, guys, let's close the file, close all archives. We are done for now, guys. We can actually close everything and go into the game. I'll see you guys in the game. Okay guys, as you can see, Franklin looks a bit weird right now because we just changed some of the clothes. So yeah guys, let's not waste time. Let me just show you guys. You should have a trainer installed by now. If you're playing with mods, you know that a trainer is important. So you can pull up your simple trainer, native trainer, or manual. I use manual for this, so I'm gonna bring up my manual wardrobe. There we go. So the first thing we're going to address is the face. So if you just go down here to head, it works with any trainer. It says head. So you are gonna go to textures, not type, because type is this and this. That's crazy though. But yeah, you're gonna go to textures and you're gonna scroll. And there we go. There's two. There's one with blonde hair and one without. So we're gonna use the blondie. And then beard. Beard doesn't really matter. But yeah. And then we're gonna go to hair. This is where we can see what kind of different hairstyles he has. So oh wait, why? You guys remember we installed the caps with the hair? These are the caps, but now I don't know where the hair is. I'll have to check by hats. But yeah, anyways, this is the blonde hair. We're gonna go out now. Torso is the upper body, so we can go into that. Now remember, we installed I think it's two different torso mods, which was the Nike fleece and the loose t-shirts. So loose t-shirts should be number 4. Yep, there we go. You guys see, this looks so clean, bro. You go down to texture. See, there are different kinds of textures and models. Now when I said model, guys, that's what I mean. Whatever shirt you put on number 4 is going to be a loose fit like this. I like these a lot. I use these a lot. So we're gonna pick this one. Oh wait, I have to show you the Nike fleece as well. Now these are the fleeces. They have a bottom. I'll show you the bottom just now. These are the tops we downloaded. So now let me show you guys the legs. Okay, these are the legs, guys, for the nice fleece. Nike fleece. Nice. So yeah, can interchange them. Then the legs, we can change those as well. Okay, now that's that. We can go back to our torso and pick the pink one. There we go. Now legs, we're gonna do the jeans now, guys. I'm gonna show you guys the jeans. Now these are the Sagged Amiri jeans that I've installed. This is why I like these, bro. Like, remember I told you guys about the model? So this is, I changed the model now. All the jeans that are under number 20 all look like this, no matter where you go. Even if you go to like a store, if the jean is this in the game, it has switched to this now, which is pretty cool. Yeah, you guys see, we downloaded these. Now we move on to the next. These are the skinny ripped jeans. You guys know these. You see, the model just changes them to whatever the model is. I like these. Okay, now we're gonna go to shoes. Shoes start, remember those Air Force Ones? I think that, yeah, there we go. The model is 11. Ooh. You see, now because I installed the model with shoes, so yeah, I'll pick these ones. But just to show you guys that there are more shoes from 20. I think these are the Travis Scott ones, the Dunks. You have more variety over here. Air Maxes, Jordans, more Jordans, other Nike shoes. Bro, like there's so many shoes, and you can take it from here and like just add shoes, because some of these have shoes that you can install, some of these models. So whatever shoe you install is going to be in the form of whatever model this is. So it might look weird, it might not look weird. Yeah, so it might look like this if it doesn't fit. But yeah, I'm going to pick number 11, of course. There we go. Now the next thing we're gonna do is the accessories. So now let me check if these accessories actually have those dreads on them. Nope, they don't. So we're gonna go out of here. No. And check accessories, and we're gonna check heads. Okay, so the dreads aren't here, but anyways, let's focus on what is here, which is this. You guys remember we downloaded the Stussy caps, the pink and the black? Well, this is them. These are the Stussy. I'm gonna pick that one, but I just want to show you guys the beanies as well. Here we go. So you see, everything works, guys. Like, this is basic. I just showed you guys the most basic way to install anything from beanies to shoe, anything. Like, you can install beanies and shirts and everything. You can install whatever you need to install to make Franklin look good. You guys see, Franklin totally looks different as well. So, but yeah, guys, I think that's it. That's all we have for today. I showed you guys how to install everything. Hopefully it helps you guys out, and you guys who've been nagging me, you know who you are. This one's for you, man. I really appreciate the support you guys have been giving me. I appreciate everything, guys. So I hope this helped everybody. I'm gonna head out of here, just see what the town has to offer. But yeah, man, hope you guys are good, and until we meet again, man, it's been your favorite misfit signing out. Peace, love, and my chai. With your boy, man. So before we get into the video, if you are into modding or want to get into modding, I have everything you need, guys, from top 5 mods list to modding for beginners and much more. So go check out the tutorial playlists and mod your life away. And while you're there, leave a like, otherwise your pinky toe's gonna smell. But anyways, let's get modding.
I ain't turning back, no way, I ain't got no time to play. Remember back then when I didn't have money and when I never had no place. Walking up and down all day, round and round and round all day. All of the homies that call me the homie done turned all their backs on me. But tables done turned in the soul chain. Now they put some respect when they mention my name. Told them that life is a journey, and up on this journey it's best that you stay in your lane.
Guys, before we go on there, now I just want to let you guys know that me, I'm all about simplicity. So if it's simple but makes the game look good, I will bring it forth to you. Now, I remember I installed some clothing mods, but then I didn't install the phone. So now I want to show you guys how to install a simple phone that does not destroy your game in any way. One simple install and it changes Michael, Trevor, and Franklin's phones. On top of that, we're going to show you how to add a lot of shoes to the game. So let's get straight into the video, man. So what you're gonna need to do is open up your browser. For you guys, it's the links I've provided. Now, you guys have seen me install this many a times recently, but we're going to do it again. This for you guys. So the first thing we're going to install is, easy mod folder for single player. Now this is where you replace everything that has to relate to the single players, to add-on pads, to their clothes, their everything, guys, everything clothing related. This is what it has to deal with. So as usual, read the description, it'll give you more insight into what you can do. So now what we are going to look for is current. Oh, before I forget, shout out to Red. This is also one of the most simplest, dopest mod ever, bro. Shout out to you. So we are gonna look for current. Click on current, then you click on download. Once you are done, you can exit. Remember, for my regulars, you guys can fast forward to the installation process. The next one we have is ultimate shoes pack. Now there's about like 15 shoes or 20. There's about 20 shoes in this shoe pack. If you guys can see, these are a lot of shoes, guys. There's so many shoes here. So this is the base for a lot of shoes. So once you have this installed, you can go and download whatever other shoe you want to download. It's gonna work regardless. Just make sure it's the same kind of shoe, because then if the textures don't match, then there's no point. So we are going to look for current. Now it's a substantial size ish file, so just click on current. That'll take you to here and you can click on download. Now once you've done that, you can look through other shoes. These shoes can replace whatever textures we have on the ultimate shoe pack. I hope that makes sense. So once you're done with that, you can exit. Now the last mod we have for today is iPhone X replacement by Mishka Volkov. I said that right, I don't care, I said that right. Shout out to you, Mishka. So this replaces for everyone, for Franklin, for all of them. As usual, read the description, guys. It's pretty simple. It replaces for everybody, and it's an OIV file, so it's pretty dope. So you're going to go to current. I said so many times. Click on download and that's it. If you guys want other phone variations, he has them, guys. He's got new iPhone 6s and Samsung Galaxies. He's got many of them, guys. He's even got pads, guys. He's got freaking, he's dope, bro. I love Mishka, bro. His mods are amazing. Click on download. Once you're done with that, you can exit, guys. We are done. Now we can head on over to our downloads folder. That's there. So now we're going to need to open both our game file directory and OpenIV. So we can open OpenIV. While it opens, we can open our game file directory. There we go. Yeah, we're multitaskers over here. Multitaskers. While that's opening, we can call forth the extractor quickly. Okay guys, that's everything. We can delete these guys. So now once your OpenIV is open, you're gonna click on edit mode. Remember guys, this is essential. Now guys, don't worry if your game doesn't look like mine. Nah. If you want to know what mods to install before you do all of this, I do have a top 10 most essential mods list. I think also a top 8. I don't know, I have like 3 or 4 lists on what mods you should install before you mod anything. So go check that out if you're not sure and then come back. But either way, go check it out. But yeah, once we are here, we're going to need to open our DLC packs on our game file directory. So we're gonna go to mods, update, x64 DLC packs. Now before we move on any further, you can't install these without installing this, guys. It's just easier to install in the mods folder where your easy mod folder is. Everything is together. So what we're gonna install first is easy mod folder. Now here's the mod DLC packs. Oh, this is so dope. They even tell you the direction to go. You go to your mods DLC packs. There we go. We're gonna copy and paste. I've already got this in here, so I'm not going to paste it. And then once you're done with that, you can go all the way back. We're not done yet. Remember, we have to add the DLC line. I'm sorry if I'm going too fast, guys. If I'm sorry. So we're gonna go to mods, update RPF, common data. Once you are here, you're gonna go down and look for your DLC list.xml. It is here. Now remember guys, don't double click because it will still open. Even if you double click, it will open. But what you need to do is right click and then edit, so you can actually edit it. So now if you click search, type EMF, you see I already have it installed, guys. Now this is all you're gonna do. You're gonna copy. Once you've got this open, guys, now I have already installed it because if I just click on search, it's here. Now the way you guys are going to install it, you're gonna go all the way down, then go back to your downloads folder, double click on here, then look for your DLC line. This is here, right here. Then you're gonna copy that, exit, click down here, next, and then paste. That's how you do it, and then you're done. You've installed easy mod folder. You can start adding clothes to it, all of that, but we're not doing that today. I have a video on that already. So since we're not going to use that, we canceled it. If you're not sure, look here, it's not there. I canceled it because I already have the line. Once you're done with that, you can file, close all archives. Now we are done. We've installed the most important part. So now you don't have to go back and install EasyMod folder. You're done. So the next two we have are both OpenIV files, OIV files. Simple, guys. So you're just gonna take this and drag it to there. It replaces the player's original phone, so you don't need to go into patch day and individually change it. Isn't that awesome? Don't say I don't do nice things for you guys, man. And they don't take forever to install. You see, we are done. You've installed the iPhone. You go back. The ultimate shoes pack. Now this is a 200 megabyte file, but it won't take long to install, so you're just gonna take that there. The beauty about modders who give us OpenIV files, and they're not stressful. You can just delete the file in the mods folder and delete the DLC line. It's basically adding all of that automatically. Like, you don't have to go to DLC packs, blah blah blah. So yeah, there we go, guys. We have installed everything. Now all that's left to do is run the game to see if it works. Okay, guys, we are back in the game, guys. So I'm just gonna show you real quick that everything worked. Now that we've got the ultimate shoes pack installed, we can actually go and check it out. So if you have a trainer, you can open whatever trainer you have. I'm gonna use menu because I want to use the front view. So if you go to your shoes, we are at 43. Now if you go backwards, you'll see now that there are new shoes added to the collection in different colors, different styles of shoe, you know. From 35 going down, there are different kinds of shoes. You know, you can have a look see at these shoes. All different kinds of styles, different kinds of colors. You got the Yeezys over here, the moon boots. Got all kinds of Jordans and all kinds of basketball players' shoes in different shapes and different colors. So it's pretty sick. Now you can change these. We got MXs. You can change these and download a different type of skin and texture, and yeah, you're good to go. So from from 20 to 35, yeah, like I said, 15 to 20, yeah, it's 15. I like these, bro. Yeah, I like these. So yeah, guys, those are the shoes. That shows you that you've installed them correctly. Now for the phone, right? The phone is easy. You're just gonna press up on your keyboard or anywhere up directional button, and this is the phone, guys. This is the actual Apple phone. You guys can see. Just go. You see? The phone is successfully installed. Phone installed successfully. I'm sorry, I don't know why. Yeah, guys. Gonna go check out whatever Lamar's doing. Yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial.
You busy? You wanna hang out?
You still alive, nigga? So, nigga, come on down and holler at your boy, man, before one of us dies of old age.
On my way.
So I'm on my way to see Lamar, guys, in my decked out Golf 7. But yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you did, please consider liking. That's the best way to show the algorithm that you guys are enjoying the video. And drop a subscribe, man. I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, till we meet again, guys. It's been your favorite Misfit signing off. Peace, love, and Munchies. I am.
Yeah, I ain't turning back, no way. I ain't got no time to play. Remember back then when I didn't have money and when I never had no place. Walking up and down all day, round and round and round all day. All of the homies that call me, the homie done turned all their backs on me. But tables done turned and the soul changed. Now they put some respect when they mention my name. Told them that life is a journey, and up on this journey it's best that you stay in your lane. But no, just won't listen, got no